So in this video, I'm going to cover the 6 trades that I took today, and it's going to give you guys more clarity and gain confidence in trading the market by seeing the details and some of the things that helped me get into these trades. We're going to cover PanW, ELF, Costco, SMCI, Carvana, SPY, and QQQ. So hopping straight into it, we have PanW on the chart, and you can see we had a nice pop first thing Tuesday morning, and that's what put PanW on my eyes to look out for more momentum to the upside. And you can see we're above the 9 EMA and the 50 EMA, which gives you 2 bullish indications for the upside momentum on top of the broken range that we have from the previous day. So if I take the highest point of yesterday, you can see Tuesday morning we broke through and closed above the range. So with the volume increase and everything we just discussed, that was enough for me to believe we had enough momentum to continue going up, and I just needed to see the right price action to allow me to get into the trade. So I entered right around this area once we got above the high of the day and pulled back slightly. We ended up pulling back even more down to this demand zone that we created, and just seeing the price action and understanding the overall market, we decided to swing some overnight, and in the morning we got a nice push, which was enough for me to secure 31% and leave a runner in case it wanted to continue to the upside. Next up, we got ELF. So ELF was a trade that I seen on a bigger time frame. If we zoom out to the daily chart, you could see we had lows back in 2023, and we bottomed out twice in this trend line area, and then we went all the way up from $90 to $220, and then came right back down to that trend line. So understanding how far we came down from the highs and seeing that this is a strong trend line, I decided that this is a good opportunity for calls. And you can see from the day before, we have that bullish reaction, which confirmed that area as a key level. So going back to the 15-minute chart, you could see that action on Tuesday, we double bottomed, triple bottomed in this area, and then we had a nice push up overnight. So once we got a nice push to confirm the momentum today, I decided to enter some calls near the bottom, seeing that it's holding the 9 EMA, and we exited for, let's take a look at the Discord right here. We entered for 80 cents, and on ELF 46%. All right, so ELF gave us some good gains. Next up, we got Costco. All right, so Costco was on the watch list, right? This is what made it special, because this was a well-planned trade, and it was mainly due to this range that you see on this 15-minute chart. We're going to go to the watch list really quick to see where we actually called it out yesterday, and I said Costco above 889, and you can see that range right there. And if we zoom in, we're going to take a look at how Costco performed at this area. So this is the range. Now I entered calls right about in this area when I noticed we're holding the 9 EMA, anticipating the push through the range, because notice all this price action in the range, how small the candles are, and then you had this huge big candle going straight up. You also have the volume slightly increasing, and we created a new high above the range even though we didn't close. Now the fundamentals behind this is also with the hurricane that's happening in North Carolina and Florida. That's creating some demand for Costco stock. Now, just understanding how far it's pulled back from the highs, right? You could see 920 all the way down to 866, and I could tell that this had some upside momentum, because if we take a look at the range, we could see we are respecting the range. So we have a trend line at the top, but we're gonna draw a horizontal line at the bottom, right? So you can see if this is the very bottom of this wave down, the price was unable to close below it, created a higher high. This here was the official indication that we're likely to move up higher, because we broke through the previous highs after creating a higher low, which indicates uptrends, right? So uptrends is higher highs and higher lows, right? So we keep it simple, and we're gonna keep it moving. Well, actually, I didn't explain the trade, right? So on Costco, we made 76%, because when we woke up Wednesday morning, I took a 9:15 call option yesterday, pushed up, and I didn't wait till we got to 9:15. I actually took profit at 9:02, because that's what my measurements for the short term gave me. Still understanding we had some room to run, but I was satisfied with the 76% that we made. All right, so in the group chat, I'll let everybody know. In the Discord, Costco came from the watch list, and 76%. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving on to SMCI. This one was 81%. All right, so we're zooming into the 15-minute chart. You can see we had a crazy move up Monday, slammed the price down Tuesday, which was yesterday, and we had a nice push up this morning, right? Now this was the move that I caught, and we're gonna see where in the Discord that I called it out. You can see SMCI at 10 a.m. for 92 cents, and by 11:07 we was up 87%. All right, so the similarities with these setups is that the price is usually above this 9 EMA and 50 EMA with sufficient volume to push the price. All right, so this was more of a pullback type of trade using the overall picture. You can see how the price came down, and I'm expecting the price to pull back up a decent distance, and just understanding NVIDIA and AMD and the whole chip sector momentum. All right, so moving on, we got CVNA put. All right, we took put options, and this one was more of a assumption play, because the momentum really wasn't there, but being that Carvana has such a crazy move up without any red days, after seeing this move at a resistance level I got from, I believe, the daily chart, I had the confidence to believe that this has some more room to run. So I missed this move right at the top, right? I drew this level. I can't remember if it was yesterday or days before, but you can see it came right to the level. So if I go back to the daily, you're going to see I did my homework, and I found some levels, previous support, and also this is the high, right? You can see this was the level that was used today, and this came from 2022, right? So it's good to do your homework, zoom out, and see where can the price potentially reverse at, and all you got to do is look to the left. Now with this one, I decided to exit the play for a loss, because I didn't want to swing the play. It was more of a bigger picture play, but just seeing the strength of the market, right? If you guys don't know, we made some all-time highs on the SPY today, and not everything pushed up, right? Some stocks pretty much consolidated, didn't really do much, but this is a strong bullish trend, and any puts, even if it's a great put setup, it pretty much gave a little bit of trouble if it was looking like it wanted to go down. So we have to understand that the overall market is going to affect the stocks. So if the overall market is pushing up, it's going to give it a hard time for stocks to push down, right? And if the overall market is pushing down, it's going to be a hard time for the stocks to push up, right? So it's more likely for the stocks to follow what the overall market is doing. So being that I decided to take puts, I understood it was a bigger risk than usual, but it was a risk that I was willing to take. All right. So this was the one loss for today. And if you notice, this is the only put that I took today, which is the opposite direction of the overall market. So just letting you guys in on some of that insight. All right. And we have one last trade. And this is SPY. Right. So SPY went to all-time new highs. And in my chat, I called out, I got a SPY 579 call expiring tomorrow as a lotto for 44 cents to swing, meaning the whole position is my risk. So as you can see, this was at 10:10 a.m. and at 10:10 a.m. the price of the SPY was at about 573, and we're above that 90 EMA, as I've been pointing out all video. And we had a nice, beautiful push up. So I believe I exited for profit around 576, and I'll let everyone know at 11:32 I exited SPY for 157%. All right, so we're gonna take a look at 11:32. What does that look like? 11:30. That is this candle. So from down here all the way up to up here, 157%. So that's 5 for 6 day trades, one today. And I don't think the SPY is finished, right? We're at all-time highs. There's no ceiling. And we got some big news in the morning, right? And we're just going to have to wait and see what the price action is looking like. But yeah, things is looking good, and we're taking it day by day, right? The Discord is heating up. And yeah, we just focused on capitalizing on opportunity, right? When the market is moving slow, we're not trying to do too much. But when the market is heating up and is moving, then you're gonna start seeing the activity of our trades doing the same thing. So that's all for this video. If you guys like this video, drop a like and leave a comment. And if you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram, send me a DM, or shoot me an email, and I'll help you guys with anything you need help with. So catch you guys in the next one. Peace.